Hello dear students, today we'll continue lesson number 6, verbs, and today we'll try to identify the difference between the transitive and intransitive. So that will be the main discussions for today's class. So before we move on to this one, I just want to tell you the structure of the sentence. In every sentence, there is a structure, which is being followed. In English, we follow the structure. Now, what is the sentence structure? Subject, verb plus object. In other language, when we learn, we have also this structure is definitely there, but it may not be followed this way. It can be in the other way also, subject plus verb, subject plus object plus verb. This may also it will be followed in some other language, isn't it? But let us focus our attention on the English, where we form the sentence structure. Just first one we write subject, then verb, then object. So this is the structure which is being followed. So if we see or see some sentences like what to say, the doctor cured the patients, isn't it? The doctor, the doctor cured him, that is right, only him. The doctor cured him. So this is a complete sentence. So what is the subject here? The doctor is the subject, verb is the cure, and we have an object O. So this structure is being followed. So remembering all these things, we will be doing this, isn't it? We need, what kind of thing? We need a verb. And this verb, we will see here that it is being divided into two. First one is called transitive and the other one is intransitive. So what these intransitive and transitive are, we will see now. So the actions which we do, it is transferred to something else, isn't it? When the action is transferred to some object, we call it a transitive, and when the action is not being transferred to an object, we call it intransitive. So let's see what is written here. Action that have a direct object to receive that action. Where the subject is doing, here we have seen, the subject, what is the subject doing? The subject verb is to cure, isn't it? And cure whom? Him, he is curing, the doctor is curing him. So object is they. And therefore I have written what? The action that have a direct object to receive that action of whose? Action of the subject. Whereas on the other side, when we see the intransitive verb, here we see action that does not have a direct object to receive that action of the subject. In this sentence, in intransitive sentence, there is no object, no direct object to receive the action of the subject. And therefore, the second difference is also the same, but I have written this way. You see, requires an object to complete the meaning of the sentence, isn't it? It requires the presence of object is must or compulsory in the transitive verb. Otherwise, the sentence is incomplete. Whereas on the other side, when we talk about the intransitive, the sentence does not require an object. A sentence that we are going to say or write, it does not require an object. That means the sentence is complete in itself. And we are going to see those things that requires an object and where it does not require an object. That one I will tell you. As an example also, we will make a chart of it so that it becomes clear for you. Before that, let us see one more that points I have added here. It is used in passive voice. So transitive verbs are used where? In the passive voice. Whereas on the other side, we can see there, it is used in the active voice. So intransitive can only be in active voice, it cannot be passive. Remember that. And one more difference, which it is for your convenience, for maybe to identify the types of sentences, or maybe whether it is a transitive or intransitive. I have written what? It, okay, either ends in verbs or in adverb. Sometimes it may ends in prepositional phrase also. Okay, so we are going to see those things. Please remember all the differences, okay, that I have made for you. I don't think, okay, you are going to face any other problems. Now we will see the difference. Okay, how is this sentence? Okay, the little bit of sentence structure, maybe the difference also we are going to see. Let us, okay, talk one by one. Transitive. Okay, one example of transitive verb. Like the examples, okay, which I have already given you. The doctor, isn't it? The doctor cured him. Let us write another example. The man loved his children. Let us see. The man loved his children. Isn't it? Here in this sentence, what is there? Subject is there. Subject, the man, love is a verb, and his children is an object. So this is a transitive verb. Let us write another one. Let us write, okay, Rohan kicked the ball. Rohan kicked the ball. Here also in this sentence, subject is there. Here we have got the verb and the ball is an object. Okay. And we can say one more, like what to say, she crossed the street. Here we have the C is a subject, here we have verb and object. So in all these three differences, what have we seen? We have seen which structure, subject, verb and object. And that's why I told you in the beginning only that we have got what? We have got this structure which we follow in English. And therefore, the sentences, okay, which contain subject, verb and object is considered to be what? What kind of verb? Transitive. Let's move on to the other one, intransitive, where we have seen, okay, intransitive verbs does not require an object to complete its meaning. So it is complete in itself. Let's see the example. Like, they work hard. They work hard. So here they work hard. They, here becomes subject, and work is a verb. But here you see what is it? They work hard. Okay, how do they work? They work hard. So we have no object here. Just remember, in order to be a transitive verbs, it requires an object. But in this sentence, there is no such object. As I have already told you, okay, either the sentence will end in, what did I tell? Either it will end in verb or in adverb. Next, okay, sentence, let's say, like, we can say, she is sleeping. She is sleeping. Okay. And we can say fire burns. Like fire burns. This fire burns, we can add one, what to say, adverb here. The fire burns brightly. Okay. Next one, we can write the sun shines, isn't it? The sun shines. The sun shines in the sky. So here you see the sun shines in the sky. The sun shines in the sky. Next we have, okay, birds fly. Birds, we can write also birds. What do they do? Birds fly. This is also an example of what? Intransitive. Birds fly where? Birds fly very high. So all these in all the sentences, what do we see? This verbs, okay? It has got no direct object to receive the action of the subject, and therefore these are the examples of intransitive verbs. I think it is clear to you. So quite many things I have already told you, and maybe during the live class also I have told that the same words can be used in transitive and in intransitive also. Just like a boy fly, isn't it? Suppose we use the word fly. These words can be used, okay, both where it can be both transitive and intransitive. Okay, let us write one sentence. I said, okay, the boys fly kites on the boys fly kites on, maybe there is one festival, okay, Lohori. So the boy fly kites on Lohori, and we can write birds fly where? The example, okay, birds fly in the sky. So in these two set of sentences, you see, one is the same word, with the same word we have formed one transitive and the other one is intransitive. So the birds fly with the boys fly kites on Lohori. So here we have this is transitive, and the birds fly in the sky. This is intransitive. Okay. So just try to understand all these things. Okay, if you have any doubts, you may ask me during the live class. Since I have already discussed, okay, of these in detail, so I'm not going to tell you this one. Let us come to page number 50. Page number 50. Here we have an exercise. Underline the transitive verbs and circle the intransitive verbs. But you are not going to do that. Either what you will be doing, you are going to write the sentences and mark them. Not mark, okay, you are going to write within the bracket. I am going to show you the first one. You are going to do it in the similar way. So there is an exercise, exercise number A. What is the page number? Page is 50. The first one, we have my favorite pastime is cooking. My favorite pastime is cooking. You're going to write this sentence this way. Okay? You write the sentence this way. My favorite pastime is cooking. You write it, and after that, what are you going to do it? You will just write within the bracket whether it is transitive or intransitive. So, favorite pastime is cooking. So, this ends in verb. We'll write this is intransitive. Number 2, you see here what is written? I try different recipe all the time. I try different recipe all the time. So I try, I here we have a subject, verb, different, okay, recipe all the time. This is object. So this is an example of what? This is an example of transitive verb. So this is how you are going to write in the copy. So you will be doing it only exercise number A in the copy. Hope you have understood. In case of any difficulty during the live class, please ask me. Thank you so much.